Hello everyone, it's Nikki Batgirl D'Angelo here for another one of my ship previews. This one on the Origin Jumpworks 890 jump. That's a lot of jumps in that sentence, isn't it? Well, I am going to delve into this just a tiny bit. Before I do so, I want to check the In the Press page and just take a look at where we're at right now. Look at that. Blew through one goal and almost to another. Those cutlasses and the 890 jumps really are starting to bring us to new heights. I wonder what that means. We didn't get an opportunity to vote on the current ship. This is going to be a little bit fun, isn't it? Because I don't think we had a letter from the chairman for the last one of the... No, we didn't. No letter from the chairman. So I don't want to be giving these thoughtless conversations. I really want to get into the down and dirty part of this. And it's going to be over here about the 890 jump from Origin Jumpworks. This is going to be one of those ships that is tailor-made for the social aspect of the game. I am sure some of you lone wolves out there will purchase this ship and be able to run it by yourself because there are 2 bridges on this ship. It'll most definitely be much more effective with a crew of your friends and, well, organization mates. I think that the ship itself, when I first read about it, was a little bit over the top. I didn't know what a luxury yacht was going to be doing in a universe where there was going to be a lot of space combat. But over the course of the last year, almost a year since this was announced as a ship that we chose for one of the stretch goals, a lot's been going on. The Persistent Universe is going to allow you to own small businesses, hang out in bars, be able to socialize in many different ways. This ship takes on many different roles, from a personal yacht to where you can just go off into the more sublime parts of the universe and take a look at the sights, to an organization roaming headquarters, a ship where you can have the inner sanctum of your organization meet and come up with different, policies. So let's see what this ship is about, and let's just take some looks at it. This is a early, or maybe not so early, rendering of the side of the ship. It's kind of pretty. Up here where the cursor is the bridge, and of course there's all sorts of places where you're going to be able to see out of it. This looks like, well, I'm not sure what this is. This, I would say, is probably a piece of the ship, probably the galley. I can read this for you, but this is the earliest one of the photos that we were able to get about this ship. This gave us an idea of what it was going to look like. It's grown in size. It's about the size of the original Idris, which is Corvette-sized, 120 to 130 meters in length. Here's where you find about all the things that you can do with the ship. Here's a better look at the bridge. Both bridges, I would say. One is probably the war bridge, and the other one's probably where you hang out with your friends and just, sail through the stars. Now, there's an interesting array of weapons. This is going to be a heavily armed ship in some cases. You can deck it out with a lot of weapons. The very basics, it's going to come with these point defense systems that are going to be a lot like the Phalanx missile, Phalanx gun system on the US Navy ships that started being deployed in the 80s. They have Gatling guns and radar controlled, and if you've ever seen the movie, I think it's called Under Siege, you'll see an F-18 torn apart by one of these as it closed in on the, I guess that was the Iowa or the Missouri, one of those 2 battleships. Let's take a look at another part of it. This is that area of the ship that you see right here. Kind of pretty, right? I'm only guessing that it's probably up here, actually. As you can see, up here. So, kind of pretty. There's going to be a lot of places to hang out and roam around. This is probably that bridge that I was talking about right in this location over here, because it's more rounded than pointy like this. It's gorgeous areas of the ship, isn't it? The ship is going to come with this little runabout over here. It's a small M50 size craft that takes 2 people and will take you from the ship down to the planet or to a station that the ship can't land in. Yeah, there's a lot more than 2 people that could fit on the ship. It takes a crew of 5, but it probably houses a lot more people. We'll know more as they start to white box and gray box out the ship and give it its interior. Here's some dimensions of the ship, and if we go in, well, I don't know if it's dimensions, it's just showing you where different things are going to be. And this is for the 85X, which is that runabout. Finally, the 890 Jump comes with a 2-seat Origin 85X runabout, a personal transport par excellence. The 85X isn't a simple snub fighter like those included in the competitor's largest spacecraft. It's a top-of-the-line ship in its own right, fully capable of going the few places the 890 cannot. Wow, and it's just got this gorgeous interior that looks like the inside of a 1950s style Chris craft. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please Google it. I'm going to take a look at the ship specs over here. 123 meters, but let's see what this comes with, okay? We don't know what these Class 9s are. I think these are the point defense system. Class 5s and Class 4s, so manned and unmanned turrets. Maneuvering thrusters are TR3s, and you've got 10 of them, and size 6 power plant, and TR5 primary thrusters, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Wow. 1,600 freight units, not the most, not the least, definitely enough to haul a bunch of stuff from place to place. And the limited concept sale, only 225 left. Oh my lord, I wish I had money for this. I am going to cry. I really wanted one, and I'm going to have to get one of these in-game now. Let's take a look at the brochure really quickly, okay? So we're going to come over here. We're going to open up my downloads directory. And we're going to go into the brochure. The brochure. There it is. Let's see it really big. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Let's see if there's anything cool in here. There's a lot of different pieces of the ship in here. This is the launch bay, I am sure. I don't know what this is. Prime. Rising like a river around you, the sounds of the city rush. Oh, this is Terra Prime. Once the sun dips below the horizon and night falls, you head to the waterfront along the promenade to a dazzling light show set to a custom score composed of Peter Lever's, where millions of windows illuminate to portray the city's rise from the foundations of the 2 original colony ships. I guess this is just giving you the different places that you can go to. One of the best parts of being captain is that you always privy the best views. Bask in the ever-changing cosmic vistas with the wraparound bridge rotunda. Oh god, that is just amazingly beautiful. Look how gorgeous everything is. Let's keep going. That's definitely Terra. Nice little woodwork. Kind of looks like the Revel in York hangar. And different places that you can see. Here's that nice interior that I showed you before. Corilla sounds like Corellia, doesn't it? Corellian Corvette. There's a little bit of crossovers there. So they do give you a couple of things. Factory shield, a Kruger Armaments K6DB size 6. It could definitely take some hits. Class 4 hardpoints, size 4 unmanned rear and sides. So they're automated turrets. It's pretty cool. 2 Gallinson Tactical Phoenix laser repeaters. Talon Stalker IRS-3. So you got a lot of, I guess those are missiles? Talon Stalker 3s. Class 5 hardpoints, 2 size 5 upper. lower twin turrets. Those are manned. Oh, the Class 9s of the point defense system, like I said before. Excursion jump engine and 85x runabout. All the different pieces of it. This is talking about some amazing escape pods. Okay. Nice stuff here, right? Here's all the dimensions that they were talking about and all the different views and how many levels are inside of it and where things are. There's the 2 launches. Oh god. I wish I had gotten in on this one earlier. Really is tough. But you know what? We're all going to be able to get this in-game. They will be limited, which means that they'll cost a lot of money. So the 85X, it looks like it's going to be 9 meters long, 7 meters wide, and 3 meters high. It's a little bit smaller than the M50. Power plant is a size 1. Factory engine, oh, 4.2s. Okay, so you're looking at an M50 here, right? 2 TR2s. Maneuvering thrusters, 6 Origin Scalpel, 2 Origin Omni. Okay, so it's very close to being what the Origin M50 is, but I'm sure totally different in its purpose. Alright, so let's just go over a little bit about this again. We're going to go back to the main page and just talk about it while I sign off. The Origin 890 Jump at $600 is the second most expensive ship to date. I'm sure there will be more expensive ships as they bring out the destroyers and the battle cruisers. I think destroyers are going to be the biggest ones that we could fly though. It is definitely a high-end ship because it's not just a ship, it's a luxury yacht, and this is going to have a lot of pieces inside of it that make running an organization easier. Places for you guys to meet, places for you to have meetings, and also to set up events. So this is going to be a very big piece of the game at some point when the player universe goes live. I really do think that the ship itself is meant for people that like to socialize in game, and I don't think it's going to be as fun for the lone wolf, but then again, fun is what you make of it, not what I tell you it is. I do believe the ship is beautiful. $600 is a hefty price tag for any video game. I'm sorry, it is, and I really envy those that have purchased the game, but I can't break out of my decision not to buy it because I do think for my budget it's a little bit more expensive than I wanted to spend. When it does come into game though, I am going to have to borrow one from one of you all so I can do a real ship review on it. Or by then, hopefully the player universe's social module and planetside module are alive, and I could just come over and get in yours and meet you and do my review with you. Well, the Origin Jumpworks is on sale until they run out. There's a little bit over 200 left. I implore you all that if you love it to go out and buy it. I wish I had the opportunity to buy it this time, but I am going to have to defer until they're in the player universe. God, I wish I got to my $100 per episode on Patreon. In that case, I would have been able to get it. But I guess that's for something in the future. I want to just say thank you to everyone that has been subscribing to me in the past, I'd say in the past 10 to 20 days. And also for Twistar that started a thread in general chat about me. I really do appreciate it. I am doing my best to bring you the most rich and fulfilling content, I guess that's the way you could say it, in a very regular way. And I hope that I'm bringing you that content in a consistent manner that is within your liking. And based on the number of people signing up and the positive comments, I think I'm starting to hit on that. Remember, I do read your comments, I do take your advice. If you don't think so, go back to the original second episode that's posted up there. start reading the comments and you will see that I have taken many of them to make the ship better, richer, and more fulfilling. And most recently, I moved the contests out into their own video. And tomorrow, hopefully, I will have 3 winners of the, I wish somebody would tell me how to pronounce it, but the Takutsun, I guess, or whatever it's called, the models, the M50 model. I'll be giving away 3 of them with their display cases tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, subscribing, listening, and coming back each week. I really appreciate it. With that said, I'll talk to you all soon.